Inspired to Ride. Should be inspirational, right? Inspired to Ride is a simple movie documentary that involves a group of initially about 40 cyclists, not just any cyclist, who would want to endure about 4,200 miles from Oregon to Virginia on a bicycle. End result, no prize money, no trophy. Just the simple fact that you were able to go from Oregon to Virginia. The reason why Inspired to Ride is one of my favorite pieces of work and my favorite movie is just due to the sheer raw nature of the documentary. You follow the riders from when they start in Oregon to when they get to Virginia. If that's not inspiring or motivational in some sense, let me know it is. When I first heard about the film, I didn't think I was intrigued, to say the least, because I didn't think it could be done, period. Especially in an amount of time and just quickness that these ladies and gentlemen are able to do this racing. They take the call to action like it's just another bike ride. It inspired me so much that a couple of months prior to myself watching the film, I got this bike here, and I had no real intention or goal other than just to ride around the city of Denver and maybe sightsee and eventually commute to work. But a couple months after I got this bike, I ended up watching the film, and I was able to see where our bodies and our minds can take us if we just let them. Right off the bat, I did want to compete in this race, but I knew that that probably wasn't a jump on a bike and go kind of process. What I did was I set a goal, even though I hadn't been cycling that much, from a year since I got the bike, I wanted to bike a total of 1,000 miles in 12 months. And I did it. I ended up doing more than that in 11 months. I've watched the film multiple times since, and I'm after my 1 year mark. So I set a goal for 1,500 miles for the second year of being on a bike, other than being on a bike in childhood. I already set a goal for the summer that there's a trail here called the Highline Canal Trail that is 71.2 miles, and to some that's not a lot, but the most I've done in one ride is 40, so for me that would be an achievement. And this is all stemming from that one film, is how powerful it was and how moving it was for me personally. There's a lot of rawness in the film. I mean, who would want to be on a bike for 20, 30, 40 days going across country for literally the prize to be just the fact that you finished? The time you have to take off of work, if you have a family, the time you have to spend away from your family, and most importantly, who likes being isolated for that long amount of time unless you have someone who's riding with you? But I like it. I like that idea. It's motivating. It shows me that even if you're alone for a good period of time, 16 hours a day on a bike, nobody to talk to, maybe some music and just your thoughts, that you can go across country on a bike by yourself if you want. And if you cross that mental barrier and allow yourself to do such a thing.